The project that you're trying to build.
That is so cute.
You cannot get more homemade with a graphic than that, right?
Awesome.
That is, we certainly did that one ourselves. We're not going out of house for that one. We're making it here. No, we're look. It's DIY. No, it's fun. So last month we kicked off something we've never done before, our first ever DIY competition. We started with 25 contestants, narrowed that down to 5. Those 5 are here competing on our first ever Home and Family Ultimate Craft Off. We will reveal some of the details of that Craft Off challenge in just a little bit, but we want to share with you as we kind of reflect back on each of your appearances here on the show and how you managed to find a spot on the sofa or chair.
Right. That's right.
Yes, right, in Technicolor.
Jennifer, you are our very first DIY
First out of
finalist.
the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually made a Sleeping Beauty canopy bed.
Yeah. I had a little girl that was moving up from baby crib to big girl bed. We tried to make it really special, and she wanted a pink princess bed, so we found a way to make it happen.
Let's take a look at it. It was absolutely beautiful. I have to tell you, this was...
I really am passionate about taking ownership in your home and building a home that you love and that you play a role in. You don't have to make it look like a catalog. We were watching Sleeping Beauty one night, as one does with their 4-year-old, right? And she kept saying, I want a pink princess bed. And Sleeping Beauty has this amazing canopy bed, and it just clicked. You know what? Her crib skirt looks exactly like the top of that canopy bed. So that's what I came up with.
That's incredible.
Nice
Thank you.
stuff.
Thank you,
Jennifer,
Jennifer. Nice job.
Thank you for
did
the
it.
first
You
step.
just did it. Yay.
I love the idea of repurposing the baby bed into something that she can use again.
And it's so special, I think, because she remembers her crib, and now she's like, now I'm in a big girl bed. She wants to
Right.
show everyone, the pizza delivery guy. She's like, come see my bed. Yeah,
What
she
do you
loves
think
it.
is your biggest strength in DIYing?
I think my specialty is taking something that is really expensive and finding a way to DIY it. So I don't think you have to spend $1 million to have a beautiful home. I think you can make a lot of things if you're willing to get dirty and roll up your sleeves and figure it out.
Yeah. Wonderful. All right, Deborah. You walked right into the lion's den with your project.
I did, because I know how much you love glitter.
You know how much I love glitter. I'll never
It was
forget.
glitter.
Take a look. That's not funny to me. That's glitter.
You got to be excited about this.
You knew about my glitter phobia, no? Or did you just...
No, I had no idea you have a glitter phobia.
He really does.
A chair like this would be made for what? Like a...
Well, I think it would be perfect for you, but you could also use it for a special event or a little girl's room, or it's just a really funky piece, especially if you mixed it with a bunch of really rustic pieces, and then you have this,
Please, as I sit...
Make me put this on your head.
There we go.
Master
Christina,
boss.
could you please assist?
Here, I crown you Royal
Crown me.
Styness.
Perfect. This is wonderful.
A throne fit for a king.
That's right. That's right. And nothing came off on my pants either when I got it. It was perfectly done.
I promised you, and
Yeah.
I did not lie.
And you held that promise. What's your philosophy when it comes to working in DIYs? And
I love to show people that there is possibility in everything. I like to find the most crusty, rusty, cast aside piece of CRAP and then make it over and just wow people. I like to for people to look and go, what are you going to do with that? And then I just love the surprise.
sure. Great.
That's
wonderful.
it.
Wonderful.
All right, Jeremy,
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
our third week DIY finalist. You combined DIY, construction, and
Yes.
flowers.
3 of my passions.
Let's take a look.
He's all the way from my parts where I started my career in Springfield, Missouri. Why am I talking like that?
We really don't talk like that, Mark.
Jeremy Rabe is here.
I don't know if you could go to a flea market, but in Missouri and especially in the South, you go to flea markets, antique shop. These washboards are everywhere. And I like to repurpose, reuse, and recycle things because I'm a hoarder. I'm a professional hoarder.
Yeah.
So my goal for my projects is adorable, affordable.
All right.
This wood is kind of a blonde wood. Yeah, you're doing great, Judy.
so watery,
Keep going.
is that
I know
good?
that because guess what? We're making our own stain. If you bought all the stain, you would go poor because
So
stain
you
is
just
expensive.
watered down your paint.
Watered down craft paint, because craft paint is about 55 cents. And I made one for you to keep.
Oh, yes.
Wow, I love how you repurpose and recycle. I love that that's your emphasis. What is your favorite piece of furniture that you have repurposed?
Repurposing, well, you know, repurposing is great because it covers everything. It's a very broad spectrum. So I don't have any children of my own, but I have 4 fur babies. So they're my life. So anything I can repurpose into a pet bed, I'm gonna do it because that's how I spoil my children. So I took a old, very retro TV. You know the big TVs that are like furniture pieces?
Yeah, they used to sit on the floor.
Sit on the floor. I gutted that and turned it into a retro dog bed that, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
I gutted it. I then put a satin pillow for them to sit. Then on the back, I don't know if you can see the back, but I put an I Love Lucy poster back there to look like you're watching I Love Lucy in your house. And that was big enough to fit a Labrador. I actually gave that away at, and they sent me a picture of their lab sitting in that dog bed. Yeah, so I've repurposed suitcases, carry cases, side tables, anything for pets. Oh, I'll do it.
Well, let's go to Amber. You came in large and in charge
Did
with
I?
a writing utensil.
Yes. I'll take it.
One of these things, if you write a mistake, it's going to be well seen with
Yes.
Take a look at what she made for us.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I'm a home and family watcher, like watched many seasons. I feel like I know everyone here.
I see you peering through the windows.
Yeah,
every now
yeah,
and
we
then.
did.
Like, Amber's here again, everybody.
You weren't supposed to see that. It's a giant pencil piggy bank, but it allows you to really get creative with the way that you're going to save your money. Kids love this, and then.
We're not a number 2 pencil. We're
Oh no, we're number 1. You know, number 2. Everybody's got a number 2 pencil, but home and family.
I see a design error.
Tell me.
How are we going to sharpen this?
Well, that's the next time I'm here.
Big crank,
We're making
like
a giant pencil
sharpener for your thing.
Exactly. That's why I'm guaranteeing I get some votes.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
What's your creative process?
You know, like with the pencil, I like to I almost stare down my raw materials and think, you know, you're not a shipping tube, you're a pencil. Like, what can I do with this thing that is something totally different? I recently made a kid's ice cream truck out of a cardboard box. So it was just a moving box that I then added a bunch of different materials to turn it into an ice cream truck. And I'm telling you, the little girl who helped me photograph that was obsessed. I mean, down to every detail, and it's a box. It's a box that I got. It's just a shipping box. So I like taking really, you know, unsuspecting materials, taking the challenge, and really turning them into something incredible.
I just want to capture the stare down moment. That's all I want to see.
It's like, I got you, cardboard. I see you.
That was not a box. That was a party.
Isn't that
That was
fun?
a party.
Isn't that
That's what I'm talking about. All right, Margot, you won the last week of our competition with your unique style. Let's take a look.
I call it retro fabulous. So it's a little bit vintage, a little bit modern, a little eclectic-funky. I'm inspired by everything in the world, so I'm kind of ADD in that way.
But eclectic-funky.
Eclectic-funky. Yeah.
Is it a hashtag now?
No, I guess, yeah, let's make it one
We
right
can make
now.
it a hashtag.
Hashtag
Exactly.
eclectic-funky. They're conversation starters. That's what I love about them. I started making these for myself as kind of collage purses with images. And when you guys wanted me to do this project, I thought I need to elevate this and make it accessible for everyone. So this is actually a tablecloth from Target. And I can't let any surface go unsparkled, right? And I know your feelings about glitter.
Yes.
So this is glitter's sophisticated older sister, Swarovski crystals.
Yeah. Did you hear that? What the girl said? Tell her, Kim.
There's this very big popular designer. Should I say the name?
Yeah, it's okay.
Ellie Parker.
Okay.
And all of at the red carpet events, all the celebrities carry them. They're little, the same as yours, but they're clutches, and they're $2,000.
$2,000.
Wow. Well, it was definitely not $2,000.
Margot, you say you're inspired by everything. So what is your
much.
favorite holiday that inspires you?
Well, it's kind of a tie between Halloween and Christmas, but Halloween sometimes bumps ahead just a scooch. And I love crafting to a theme, you know? And I'm inspired by everything. I mean, and sometimes I have to sort of turn my brain off because literally, it could be the pattern on a carpet or something's happening in the table here that just sort of inspires an idea that then you follow that lead and it takes you to a finished piece.
I feel like you and Dave Lowe are spirit animals.
Yes. That is so funny.
Well, the spirits are going to take effect here in a little bit because here's our big surprise for you. We're going to have our first ever here on Home and Family Ultimate Craft Off Challenge for you, okay? Now, awesome. Here are the details. You're going to be competing against each other, big surprise, right? We're gonna give you each $150, and you're gonna go out and you're gonna shop with that. Spend it on supplies, shipping things, anything you need. You're not going to spend it on a $2,000 purse.
Nope.
$150. Then you're going to come back here to our home. You're going to all have your own space to work in, and you're going to build, and you're going to create, and you're going to show off your DIY creations throughout the week here on the show. And on Thursday, we will pick a winner.
Wow.
An ultimate winner.
And by we.
And by we.
Yeah.
By we, it's our family members. Woody's going to have something to say.
Yep.
Yes, our executive producer and whatnot. We're all going to chime in and take a look. So,
You're going to be judged on, by the way, originality, usability, and like you said, doability.
Doability.
Like that.
Got to be able to do it.
In other words, can the viewers at home actually make it? And Mark and I will also be weighing in on the final decision, along with our executive producer, Woody, like he said, and the creator of our show. And the winner is going to receive $1,500 and be able to appear for a week on Home and Family as our DIYer.
Good. You,
All right.
You can start shopping, but not yet.
No.
You got to wait. You still got to wait. Don't anybody go anywhere because.
No, you can't go because when we come back, well, a little bit later in the show, you're going to have to stick around for the whole show. We're playing a game of getting to know you. So we're going to find out even more about our lovely DIYers.